Hi everyone. A friend of mine sent this video, so check it out.
Hi everyone. So I just wanted to come on really quick because I experienced something kind of cool today and I just wanted to share because it's been crazy the last few weeks. And so we have neighbors that are from Alabama and they are like southern redneck dudes from Alabama, and they come down on the weekends to go boating, and we just love them and they're great. And then our other neighbors are a gay couple, and one of them is a black man, and we were all just chatting this afternoon, and our neighbor from Alabama gave me this decorative tray that he made, and it's made out of reclaimed barnwood. It's barnwood from like 19 or 1880s, and it's really beautiful. Here it is. It's just gorgeous. And then he went to his truck and he pulled out a second one and he gave it to the gay couple. And I just thought, this country is not as divided as the media wants us to think, because there's this southern man from Alabama who's out here chatting with our gay neighbors, and a black man treats him just like me, gave him a tray just like mine that he made me. So guys, it's not as bad as the media is telling us. It isn't. It is not in my life. I don't think it is in your life. So just hold fast that I think things are going to get better.
So this last weekend was 4th of July weekend, and the weather was fairly good, but there were a few freak little storms that blew through the area. And one of the areas that was hit was a place where the highway has been torn up. It's road construction, so it's all muddy. There's a dirt road, just a lot of gushy dirt everywhere, and when it gets rained on, it's just mud, right? So there was a gentleman who had been at the lake, and he was driving home, and he had two big kayaks latched to the top of his SUV, mid-size SUV, and the wind just caught them and threw them off the vehicle, ripped them right off. So he's out there crawling through the dirt trying to grab these suckers and put them back on the top of his vehicle, and the wind keeps catching them. I mean, they're like sails when the wind catches them. Well, somebody stopped to help him, despite the fact it was raining, despite the fact they were in the mud. And the gentleman who stopped to help him stood out there with him in the rain and the mud, and figured out a way to put the seats down in the vehicle, strap these things in there. They were still hanging out the back, but just make it so the guy could get on the road. And I think that is just helping your neighbor, just stopping for them. I also know of another family in town who have taken in a single teenage mama and enabled her to not only keep her baby, but to be able to work, to do all that stuff, to be a mom, and to not have to struggle. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, some people might hear these positive stories and say, oh, just somehow try to discredit them. But 2020 has been hell. It has been an awful year. And I'm not trying to be a silver lining, but I am saying we have enough problems where we don't need to keep adding to the drama. And I feel like it's become really sexy to have a long face, to just be like, see evil everywhere. And I don't think evil is waiting around every single corner. It's kind of ironic. Christianity, we believe that every man, woman, and child has a sinful nature, regardless of nationality, race, gender. We all have the capacity to sin and to do great evil. But the great paradox about Christians is, despite knowing that, they still try to have faith in people. We'll have faith in God, but we still believe mankind is made in the divine image of God, and we are capable of greatness. So I would say that if you are somebody who, when you hear a good story that might point to things not being as bad as they're being painted in popular culture or the mass media, if you hear one of those stories and you're somewhat disappointed, or you balk at it and you're like, no, that can't be, then I'd say check your heart. Because right now, the death rate for COVID-19, not the death rate, the daily death count is plummeting. We were at 7,000, 8,000 deaths per day trending for a while, and we have crashed down to 250, 260 deaths per day, maybe 800, but it is astronomically less. The death rate is crashing down. If this disappoints you, check your heart. There is a gentleman who they thought was the victim of a racial charged threat in the NASCAR circuit. And when they sent the FBI in to investigate, they discovered there was no racial attack or threat. And if that disappointed you, that somebody didn't have a racial attack against them, check your heart. Because if people sharing stories that say maybe not everywhere is as bad as the media is painting it, if that upsets you, then you are rejoicing in evil. And that is not a good thing, and I feel sorry for you. So don't get addicted to the drama, because there's enough real drama out there where we don't need to make up some fun drama to add into it. And like I said, I'm not discrediting the real issues that are facing us. I've spoken on quite a few of them. But I am saying that those three stories, the story my friend shared and my two stories, those are true and they are awesome and they rock, and I'm going to rejoice in them. So take any pessimism you have away from me with my stories. And that is all. Like, share, subscribe, dislike, comment, and just have a good day. Thank you.